This research is a part of my ongoing sociology senior thesis. At its core, this research asks whether and in what ways a person's Christian beliefs influence their beliefs and attitudes towards gender. This includes beliefs about gender identities, expressions, roles, and stereotypes. Answers to this question may reveal patterns of thinking that contribute to modern policies surrounding gender. When placed in its socio-historical context, this research indirectly investigates the rise of Christian nationalism, tracing it back to its roots in the mid-20th century and the rise of the religious right in the evangelical movement. During the 1970s, Paul Weyrich was a prominent figure of the moral majority and served as the first president of the Heritage Foundation, which is a conservative think tank. The Heritage Foundation wrote Project 2025, which supports traditional family models and promotes anti-transgender policies. Due to the entanglement of conservative politics with certain Christian beliefs, it is important to understand how Christian beliefs and gender beliefs intersect individually in order to determine how that might impact legislation and political opinion. This research utilizes mixed methodology to compare the beliefs of evangelical Christians and ELCA Christians. A literature review of 12 studies was conducted for evangelical Christians. The articles were a mix of interviews and national surveys. For ELCA Christians, 16 semi-structured interviews were conducted. Participants were recruited from an ELCA-affiliated family church camp. One of the interviewees is a member of the LCMS, while all other participants were members of the ELCA at some point in their life, with many still actively practicing. The literature review revealed that the dominant belief in evangelical groups is in complementary gender roles and traditional family structures. Evangelicals are taught that men and women were created to be different, with complementary traits, with the man being the strong provider and the woman being the compassionate nurturer. In this family structure, the woman takes care of the children and home and only works outside of the home if financially necessary. The man is the head of the household and primary breadwinner outside of the home. Heterosexuality is normative in these spaces. It is important to note that evangelical Christians are not monolithic. Several studies included participants that believed in egalitarian gender roles and mutual submission rather than wifely submission. Some also expressed feminist views or at least appreciated the feminist gains of the 20th century. Some women struggled with competing views as they agreed with male leadership but felt that women could do more in the church. The interviews revealed two major themes. The first is the deconstruction of gender binaries and stereotypes. All 16 participants said there were at least 3 genders, with many describing it as a spectrum. While all other participants named some associations of toys, hobbies, clothing, colors, and jobs with specific genders, everyone stated that they were either trying to break those associations or claimed there wasn't actually anything inherent to those associations. Only the LCMS participant said that people shouldn't dress as the opposite gender because they will be bullied. When asked about the head of household, the breadwinner, and child caretaker, all 15 of the ELCA participants claimed those roles should be equal among partners. Some acknowledge that women are likely the primary caretaker in the infancy stage, but beyond that, it should be both parents. Some also stated that they see women as the head of household due to their organizational skills and ability to carry emotional labor. The LCMS participant believed the man should be the head of household and breadwinner, but only if he is capable. The participant acknowledged that many women are more capable in those roles than men. The second theme is that their religion is a call to love and accept everyone, which leads to a welcoming and inclusive attitude. All ELCA participants described their religion as being very open and welcoming, especially to women and LGBTQ+ individuals in leadership positions. Some participants believe their religious beliefs have influenced their gender beliefs, stating that they were raised to love and welcome everyone. Others described how their upbringing placed them in situations where they were able to learn from others who had different experiences than them, reinforcing their welcoming attitude. Based on the data in the literature review, gender is a prominent aspect of evangelicalism. Evangelical Christians practice their faith by adhering to the gender roles prescribed by their understanding of biblical texts. Those who do not agree with complementarian roles still find biblical support for egalitarian roles. For ELCA Christians, gender roles are not transmitted in the church directly. Rather, the church promotes a welcoming attitude to all different people. ELCA Christians do not feel pressure to fulfill certain gender roles based on biblical teachings from their church, with many actively trying to deconstruct associations with traditional roles and stereotypes. Many ELCA Christians